Good evening. Let's see here. Oh, let me mute. There it goes. Hi, everybody. Actually, wait, I need to share my screen.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, let's see. Do you guys now see my screen?
Yes.
Cool. Okay. Let's give everybody 5 more minutes and then we'll get started. Pen, yeah, yeah. Hang on one second. No, I got a second pen for you.
It's like a mango nata. Nata? No, have you ever had a mango nata? It's this Mexican drink. Oh. Yeah, so it has like chamoy.
I'll give you one also. It's a really cool pen. It has a stylus and it has a
Thank you.
flashlight. You guys up? Sorry guys, you guys aren't here, so you don't get the cool pen. Okay.
Oh man.
I'm just kidding. Anytime you guys come up by the office, I'll give it to you guys. I think some of you guys still need the program, so I'm gonna show you guys that program again for those that missed it. But you guys do have to come into the office to grab it because unfortunately, or if you, I know some of you guys might be far from here. I know Rosa is actually from Fresno. Send or mail me a flash drive, and then I'll upload it and then I'll mail it back to you. That's the best I can do. So either make a trip down here or send me your flash drive and I will install it for you. Yes, Simran, what's up?
Are you available on the weekends?
Yeah, well, it depends. So sometimes I'm showing houses. I've been showing a lot of houses lately, but if you just let me know ahead of time, I can either do before or maybe after I show. But yes, I will be able to come here on the weekends for you guys if you need to.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Where do I start first? Let's do the forms first. And FYI, if you guys feel like this, because this is basically the last day of class, it passed by fast, right? I told you guys it's gonna pass by really fast. But I will have another course. It's a 2-day course. It goes through the exact same thing on Saturday and Sunday. So instead of 8 weeks of 2 hours, it'll be 2 days of 8 hours. So exact same stuff that we're gonna go over. But it'll be the first weekend of October, and it is free for you guys as alumni. So you guys don't have to pay anything. You guys could just join in for free and just kind of relearn everything. Or if you have missed any classes, you can make it up. Okay?
So everything will be done in today?
Yes. Is crazy. So I usually have the help of either Chi or my sister because I can't talk for 8 hours. I did it before and I lost my voice, so I'm never gonna do that again. But we take a lot more breaks, right? And it is a lot of information. So, but for you guys, since it's kind of like a recap, it'll be easier. But imagine someone brand new taking 8 hours of all the information all in one day. It is overwhelming. But I do have a lot of students that ask for it because they go, "Oh, I'm working Monday to Friday. I can't make it. Can you do a weekend course?" And I can't take 8 weekends off because that's usually my busiest time. So I have to cram it in. So yes. All right, 2 more minutes and we'll get started. Actually, I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick and then we'll get started once I get back. Oh, sorry.
Like always. What do you do? Well, right now. Oh, okay. That's a good thing. At least you're like on that side. Does it? I mean, I don't know. Is it something similar or no?
So it's the kind of same leads, just for different timings for like,
The storage units.
yeah. So
Yeah,
like
so
month, 2 months, 5 months.
with them is once a month. And he was like, say something. No, I think it was that.
Or what you got some? Oh, oh, you were at storage unit rail? Which one?
Central self-storage out, San Jose.
San Jose. Okay. Yeah, the storage units make a lot of money. They make a lot. A lot of people invest in storage units. All right, well, it's 6:30, so let's get started. So hopefully you guys did your other tests, and if you didn't, you still have a whole year to finish it all, so you don't have to worry. I sent you guys all the answers for it. It's up to you guys. You're supposed to read it and kind of go through your test yourself. But again, I don't think it's going to help you guys. It's, if anything, going to hurt you guys. So I just kind of gave you guys all the answers. You guys just pass the test, take it over with, and then you can apply for the state exam. So that's where I'm going to go talk to you guys about today. We're going to talk about how to fill out everything and how to even apply. And I'll actually spend some time with you guys. If you guys want, just email me your application. I'll look it over just to make sure you guys fill out correctly. But you can always rewatch this video now, because before I never really did the video. Now you can just watch it, how to fill that out. But I'll also share with you what to expect in real estate. So, how to get started, how to get your feet wet, how to find a broker. They're going to get a lot of brokers going to be sending you emails and flyers that says, hey, join our team. I'm going to share a little bit about our team today. And then if there's something that you guys are interested in, when you pass your license, just let me know. And then we come in for an interview. I'll share with you again everything. And then please feel free to go other brokers and check it out. I want you guys to, so you can see and compare, because we do give you guys a lot of extra stuff. Okay. And again, I'm sharing with you guys that later today.
What's the reason why if we just got the test done, like just say we got the license?
Okay.
Why would people ask us to work for them for the program?
Well, you have to remember, brokers don't pay a salary. So it's not a job. This is a business. So you get what we call a split. So for these companies, they'll go, hey, come work for us, because every deal you do, they get paid for it. Now, it's how well trained you get. And a lot of these really big companies, they usually don't go after the new agents. It's usually the mid-size or just some of the brokers that kind of just nitpick and just send out flyers and then just try to get as much agents as they can.
So they get the half.
So they get the split. They get the split. Because then again, they don't pay you. They're just, I don't want to say they're using you, because it's not. Because they still have to train you, spend time, and give you all their stuff. But a lot of them want you to be, even though you're new, they want you to do full time. So very, very few brokers out there, if you say, oh, I just want to do part time, they might not want you. But for us, we're okay with that, because I know a lot of my agents. One, I don't expect you to. I apologize. Let me turn this off. I don't expect you to do full time right away. I don't think it's actually smart to be able to do that either, because you still have bills to pay. You have family to feed. So I always say, do it on the side. Make extra 2-3 deals a year first. Get your feet wet. Now that you know you like it, and the next year, of course, now you're more established. You might have maybe more deals in the pipeline. That's where you kind of shift. Oh, work part-time at your other place and more full-time at real estate, right? And then once you go, hey, I'm making more money part-time in real estate than my full-time job, that's the time to quit. I don't see why you would even want to continue the other job, right? I mean, there is a lot of benefits of real estate. So of course I love it, because I don't got called sick when I need to take a vacation, right? I take 3 to 4 vacations at least minimum every year, and I'm able to do that. But then you do have to work. You don't have a boss, which is a good and a bad thing, right? Because, hey, no one's telling you to work. When you wake up, you can go, I don't feel like working today, and just cancel all your appointments. Can't do that on a job. Well, if you do that, you're not going to make money though, right? So I'm going to tell you guys some of the downfalls that happened to me. So when I got my license a long time ago, 13 years ago, I was 23. And at 23, when you make a $15,000 check, that's a lot of money, right? So I would spend it all. And for you guys as agents, I mean, you get a big check, make sure you save for taxes, make sure you put some back to investing in yourself, and not spend all your money, because that's what I did. And what I did was I make a big check, and then I kind of party for, a month or two, I'm getting broke, so I gotta work hard again, and then I go work, get a big check, and it's like a cycle. Whereas the most uh, successful agents, they continue to work. Even if they have a lot of deals in the pipeline, they continue to find deals, they continue to prospect, and they always have a deal waiting next month. So every month they're making 15, 20 grand, right? Um, and that's kind of my lesson to you guys. If in the very beginning, when you make that money, make sure you don't just, oh, first check, go ahead, blow it and celebrate, because this is your first check, right? I want you guys to enjoy it and not just work and not celebrate. So celebrate your first check, but your second check, make sure you reinvest that money, save it for rainy days, and just of course save for taxes. And we'll teach you that as well once you become an agent. Okay, it is very different. You do have to have a lot of business mindset. You do have to be very self-motivated. So it's something that if you, I'm not gonna be calling you every day going, why aren't you closing deals, or why aren't you at work? People don't like that. I'm more of a helper and say, hey, look, let's do this together. You have questions or problems, I will be there for you guys anytime. You guys, any of my agents, anytime they call me, I get back to them within a few hours, not even 24 hours. I do a lot of support, and that's why I kind of want to shift me, stop doing deals. I still have to do deals here and there for like close friends, but I really want to help you guys close deals, because that's my dream. Just help you guys all make a six-figure income. I'll be taken care of. I know that for a fact already. Okay. So hopefully that answers your question. Sorry, it's a long-winded question, but yes. So again, hopefully you guys finish your exams, because you need to have all 3 certificates before you can even apply. But let's just say you guys could just knock it all out just tonight, because it really literally takes you 30 minutes to each of this tests. So in 1 hour, you could get all 3 of your tests done. Hopefully you guys finish your principles, because that was done like 2 weeks ago, and I gave you guys all the answers for that. So all of you guys should have this on your flash drive that brought it, or I emailed this to everybody as well. If you don't have this, send me an email. I will forward this to you again. These are the 3 things that you need when you apply for the state exam. So first one we're going to go over, which is most important, would be this one, application RE 435. There's a credit card payment, so remember you have to pay for this license and also pay for the test, and I'll share with you guys what the cost is. But they also have to have you do a live scan. So anytime you get a state license, you have to get a live scan, whether it's you sell cars, you sell insurance, or do loans, you have to get a live scan. And even if you've done it before, you still have to do it again. I have people say, oh, I just got my loan license a week ago. Do I need to do this for my real estate license? Yes, you do. Okay. So without further ado, let's start with the application. And I need to close this so people can see it. When it's recording, it has that on there. So I apologize. All right. So this is the form right now. I highly, highly recommend downloading it and filling it out this way. The reason why. So this is a fillable form. You can just type in it. Okay. Now, if you print it out, make sure you have really, really nice, neat handwriting. Because if you don't, one of my students fill it out, chicken scratch, send it in. It takes about 6 weeks for them to even process your application. 6 weeks later, she just got a letter that says, please redo it and send us again. So imagine you guys study for that 6 weeks, prepared to take the test, and now you have to wait another 6 to 8 weeks. Later on, I will actually check for you guys what the waiting list is right now. Sadly, there's only, the closest one would be Sacramento and Fresno to take the exam, and they are booked up. They're only allowing, I believe someone told me, 10 students to take an exam at one time, where back then it used to be 40, 50 students at a time. So imagine all these people wanting to take the test, and there's a huge waiting list. So what I would suggest is send this application right away, and then at least you get processed, and just keep checking that website. And once it's open, hurry up and take a spot, because it's first come, first serve. November? Okay, it's not too bad. But by the time you guys finish all this process, though, it'll probably be closer to like December after it books up. All right. So, well, let's go to the first page, okay? Because the first page is important. First off, when you send it in, please make sure you send it to this address right here, okay? Now, here is a checklist for you guys as a salesperson, okay? And we're gonna go through each one with you guys. So first off, check this box, because this is the actual one that we're looking at. This is the actual form, 435. Second box, you guys should have done by, tonight. You have all the answers, finish up those 3 exams, you print out those 3 certificates. That requires this one, okay? Now, we're gonna go over the live scan form after this, once we finish with this application, and I'll share with you where to get the fingerprint, what to expect with that, how to fill out that form. Last but not least, it's the fee. So you have to pay the fee. It is $305. Okay, $305 to take the exam and your licensing fee, which is right here, if you want to see that. Okay, exam is $60, license fee $245, total $305. All right. Now, you can pay either cashier's check money order, no cash, okay, or credit card. So that form right here is the credit card payment. I personally don't like filling this out because it has all your information on there, your CVS number, the special code in the back, with the address, with your credit card number. If it somehow gets misplaced or someone finds it, guess what? They could go on a shopping spree on your credit card. So for me, I always just say put cashier's check or money order. Some people want the points, so I understand. Okay, if you want points, then you take the risk. All right. So that's just my 2 cents. Oops, not going this yet. That's later. Was it this one? Where'd it go?
How long it takes to expire after you pay?
So normally it's 2 years. Every time they say, once you apply for everything, they give you 2 years to finish and get your actual license. However, they extended a lot for people because of COVID.
Yeah,
They-
these some extended it, but
Yes.
I don't know if they're gonna extend the money part, like paying after you pay.
So after you pay, it's the same thing. So as long as you didn't take your test and they didn't cancel you out yet, you don't got to pay again. However, so here I'm gonna give you guys the good news. You can take this test unlimited times. My sister had an agent that took it 7 times. Okay, but she passed. But then again, she barely spoke English, like very little English. Okay, but she just grinded it and she actually passed, and she did very, very well. But every time you take the test, it is $60. So again, you don't want to take it as much as you want, right? Because it costs money. And it makes me feel really, really good when you pass on the first time. So please pass on the first try. I have a lot of students pass on the first try, and I get excited. When they don't, I feel it's my fault. Okay, but I asked them, did you guys study? Because if you guys didn't study, you're not gonna pass. Okay, so yeah. And I give you guys so much study material. There's no reason for you guys not to be able to pass if you actually put the time and effort to study. All right. But let's get started with the actual application. So what you guys want to do is check C for combine. You want to do exam and licensing at the same time. If you only pick this one, guess what? You go for your licensing, but you have to pay another check for examination and you have to reschedule for another one. You don't want to do that. So just make sure you do both at the same time. It just cuts your time in half. Now this part you could very easily fill out. Of course, your social security number. Okay, so put that in. Birthday. Have you applied for the real estate license before? Some people actually have. So I know a lot of people either have it lapsed, meaning they had it and they let it go, or they took a long time ago, but they failed and never went through with it, and then reapplying again, they want to know if you did it before. So just put yes or no. If you haven't, just put no. Very easy. Your current phone number, current email address, business phone if you have one. Are you a military? So if you put yes here, they do get special treatment. They were able to take it earlier than everybody else, and you get priority. So that's yes.
So have you ever applied for the real estate exam? I mean, I applied once, but then I didn't give them my certificate. Would I say yes or no?
For which one?
Have you ever applied for the real estate exam?
Okay. So
I did one,
w-
but,
when
I didn't actually,
you never took the test though, right?
yeah.
You should be fine. So what I would do is I would log into your pre-licensing, the e-license, and then see if you're available to even schedule for exam.
Well, I didn't submit my own certificate.
Oh, you never said. Oh, then you have to.
No.
No, just put no. Yeah, you have to resubmit everything. And this is what you should do here as soon as possible. Okay. So after that, of course, right here, don't worry about if you, unless you had a license before, just put no. Okay, you never had a license, then you're fine. Now here's the part where people get confused. So first off, yes, notify me when you are qualified. So once you are available to take the test, they will send you a letter. All right. However, you can go online and check the floor. I have some feedback. I'm not sure why. Oh, okay. You guys, okay. That was weird. Anyhow, if you want to take it as soon as possible, basically just when you see that they take out money from your account, because you know if you did by credit card, you see it, the bill, or if you see it by your check that they withdraw the money, that's when every day I would just log on and try to see when I could schedule for the exam. Okay, and then usually it's maybe 3 or 4 days earlier that you save. All right. So sad part again, Oakland is the only place that's not doing the test right now. I don't know why, but Sacramento, Fresno, San Diego, Los Angeles are all open. So Sacramento to me is the closest, but you know, for me, I'll probably take a trip just to San Diego just for hell of it, just so I can hang out because I love San Diego, right? So it's up to you guys. Don't worry about time preference and the date earliest because that really doesn't matter now. This is back then when they didn't have the online sign up. Then of course they need this. However, now you just register online. This is if you need like handicap or you need like hearing aid or something like that. You do not need any assistance if for this. Okay, so put no on there. So very important. Every page you have to put your name on it because just in case the page separates, people always forget this. They kind of miss it. But make sure you put your name on every single one of these.
And you suggest like our full name, middle name, or
So always put exactly like your driver license. Okay, exactly like driver license. There's some people, because I know like some people have like multiple ways to write their names, especially when they have like the first, like a lot of Vietnamese people, they have the last name, the two middle names, and then their first name, and they mix it up sometimes. Well, just make sure you do exact same as your driver license, and you should be safe. Okay, because they're gonna need a copy of all that stuff anyways. Now, if you have any other names, so for me, my legal name is Vincent, but I put Vince because I use that. Anytime you have any other name that you might use, definitely add that right here. That way you're allowed to use it in your transactions. So my business card, I don't have to use my legal name. I could just put Vince Track as well. Okay, so put that in there, and of course you guys know what you're male or female. Okay, now here's the part where I would say, even though you know brokers that you want to work for, if you want to work for us, still put no. The reason why is if you put yes, we have to have this as what signature. I have to bring it back to our corporate office. My sister has to sign this. Then we have to send it back to you. That's too long and too much work. If you put no, once you get your license, you log on and you say, I want to join ERS. And basically we just say, yes, we certify you and you're in. So it's so easy now. So I definitely would put no on here. Okay. So then you don't need to worry about the broker certification. Now, background. So here's where you have to disclose every felony, and I believe it's misdemeanor too. Let's see if they ask for misdemeanor. I believe it's misdemeanor as well, but just not like your moving violations, like you get a car ticket or something like that. None of those. But mainly they just want to know if you have any records on your records. Even though it's before 18, they would want you to know and want you to be honest. For most of the things, they will actually let you slide. Okay. Some of the stuff they might need a broker to write a letter of explanation or just to vet you guys. So that's something that I would be willing to do for you if that was the case. If they ask you, hey, I need someone to sponsor you, and then they also want to interview you, they will do an interview as well if you put yes on any of these. Okay. The sad part is they're gonna ask for a lot of information, so they want to know. Oops, where was that page? Okay, so it's they put on one part, but they want all the additional information of the records, and if you have the when they sentence you, or I forgot what they call it, but if they put you as what was it called, guilty or no contest or whatever, you have to include all that with it. Okay. Again, put your name right there and then sign. So this is pretty easy. And then all the other pages is just definition, so you don't have to worry about any of these. Okay, you don't really need to print this. So that's pretty simple. Now, next one would be, actually, if you like, I already did a sample for you guys. So if you ever forget, hey, how to fill it out, this one's already pre-filled out. So you know what to check, what not to check, what to fill out. Okay, make it easy for you guys. So credit card, I'm gonna skip because it's just your credit card information, but this is also very, very important. So it's only one page long, it's very easy. So you just put your name, any names that you ever used before, birthday, gender, your height and weight. So it's kind of like your driver license, right? Eye color, hair color, place of birth, social security number, your driver license number, and residence, okay? Now, everything else you don't have to fill out. You have to bring this form with you. And what they're gonna do is, once they do the live scan, so they do a fingerprint with your thumbs, all 4 your fingers, and they do a whole process. They're gonna keep the original, and they're gonna give you 2 copies. So make sure you have 1 copy for yourself, 1 copy to send in. Okay, so you should have. They should give you 2.
Is it all done together?
It is all done together. So let me show you where to get this done. Okay. I know this address they changed, but I always copy, and they'll tell you where it redirects to. Okay. You go there. You press paste. Take out that period.
This has to be done before we apply for the.
This goes as a package. So all the application, the 3 transcripts, this live scan, and your payment goes to 1 envelope, and you send it in to the address I mentioned in the very beginning. Okay. So yes, this has to be done prior to even go take your test.
Vince, could you send me the email for today? I didn't get the email, and I don't have any of the forms that you're showing us.
Okay, no problem. You should have all the forms when you came to my place for the USB. I put
Perfect.
in that USB.
Then I have it. Thank you.
Yeah. But then again, if you can't find it, or send me email. I could just give it to you very easily because it's just raw in the Google Drive. Okay. Okay. So for some reason, I'm not sure. Oh, I remember there's like a space here somewhere that. You know what? I'm just gonna type on Google search. So right here. So you click on this, and then where is the live scan? Actually, I think I have it saved here somewhere. See. It's the same thing. Because I remember when you click on it, it doesn't go to the actual site. Let me try again. Click on this. Yeah, it goes to this one. I have way too much stuff open. Where was it? Close this. Oh, actually, you know what? I just remember. Live scan. No. Let me try this again. Let me just copy this. Oh my God, why is it doing that? Okay, let me just Google this again. Should have. Oh, this one here. I found it. This is the one. So make sure you guys copy this down. Well, again, you have the video, but copy this address down. Okay, this is the actual one. Okay, so live scan locations. So for all of you guys, once you go to here, you have to pick your county. Okay. So you go down to here. For most of you guys, I'm gonna just say Santa Clara. Okay, I assume some of you guys are Santa Clara. But if you're Alameda County, just click on Alameda. And then once you click on your county, you do a search. So you can do like a zip code. So like for us, 95035, that's Milpitas, if you're from Milpitas. And they have, okay, it's a temporary close due to COVID. This one. So you have these two right here, Post and Parcels or Aisha, that still has it. But I would also just give them a call just in case. This is nice that they actually tell you what's been closed and what's not. And then of course you might want to factor in, like, I wouldn't want to go here, it's 40 bucks. Go here, it's only $15, right? Now, this is the fee to just the place that's doing live scan. There is a Department of Justice review fee that they're going to tack on another $49. So it's not that they're ripping you off. So just make sure you bring enough money or your credit card. It's not just $15 if you go here. It'll be $15 plus another $49. And that's the last time that we've done it a few months back. I don't know if they raised the price or not, but it's somewhere around there. Okay?
That's the place.
Yeah.
49 anywhere.
No, so, oh yeah, the Department of Justice fee is 49 everywhere.
Oh.
Yeah, but then the fee that the fingerprint charges is right here. Okay, of course you try to find a cheaper one, right? Well, the closest one would be the best, right? I mean, for $5, I'd rather go somewhere closer. Okay, but for 40 bucks difference, yeah, I'm going to a different one. So I mean, if you guys, again, do you have a zip code that you want me to check? 4538. If you
I
don't
did
have
my
any,
fingerprints a really long time ago.
I'm sorry.
I did my fingerprints a really long time ago
Yeah.
from my goddaughter's church.
Yep.
Catholic, as a chaperone for her field trip.
Yes.
I wonder if they would still have my.
Unfortunately, I mentioned in the beginning, you have to do it again. Even if you did your fingerprint last
Okay.
week for licensing for like
Got it.
insurance,
Got it.
they you know, anything can happen between last week and this week, so they want you to do it again. And for yeah, so okay, but yeah, so again, for you guys, if you just, you know, anybody want me to check theirs, so I'm gonna check Alameda County for somebody. Santa Clara. Oh. So I checked for them. So again, you want me to check yours, Momo? Yeah, Santa Clara. 95136. They don't have any in this location either. Yeah. Well, again, so if you just type in San Jose, there's going to be too much to look at. So look at it. This is a lot, right? So I that's why I only use zip code. If you're lucky enough, you just type in either the zip codes around your area or your workplace, right? If you work somewhere near there, then I would just do it right after that. Okay. All right, so that's that. Now you guys know exactly how to do your applications, right? So once you get the applications filled out, you get your live scan done, which is only, when you go there, take you 10-15 minutes. Print out your transcripts, get your payment, put in one envelope, send it to this address again. Whoops, not this one. Let me close this. This address right here, for those if you case missed it. That's the address you send it to. All right, and if you want to double check, again, here's a checklist. Email me it, and I'll go over it with you. Yes.
So for the mailing process, we just email them?
No, they don't have an email to email. You have to. They want wet signatures. So that's why they don't allow email, because when you print out, they want you to hand sign it.
And you want to send the check instead of the whole thing?
I would suggest a check and write it to the Department of Real Estate. Yeah.
I'll just YouTube it.
I'm sorry?
I'll just YouTube on the mail stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, you have two choices. So you know the Manila folder file thing? Just buy some of those. You go to Dollar Tree and they have those, or just any stationery store. Buy those Manila folders where they have, you get just slots. Bring it to the post office, and they'll help you mail it out. You just got to pay them for the stamp. Yeah. So yeah,
Certified?
doesn't have to be certified. I mean, you can pay extra for it. I don't see a need for it. Just regular stamps, fine. I've done regular stamps and they received it. Okay. All right. So without any other questions, I'm going to move on to how to study, what to do for studying. Okay. Because I would do this first. Before you even study, there's no point in studying if you don't do this. Because even though you sign this, send this in, I forgot I wasn't checking for you guys. You go to dre.ca.gov. Okay. And if you go search, you type in timeline. This will tell you when they're processing or what they're processing right now. So for all the people that sent it in, sales combined, they processing the July 28th. That's the last one they processed. Right now is almost, it's the 14th. It's a mid-month already. So it's been almost, again, 6 weeks. So it's still 6 week processing time. So if you start studying now, and then when you wait till you're ready to take the test, then you send all this application in, guess what? Now you have to wait another 6.5 weeks, which is now you're gonna forget everything you just studied for. So please, 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 first thing you do, take those tests, get the exams done, knock it out, send an application. Try to do this within the next few days. All right. If you ever want to know when it's processing, just go here. And remember when I told you guys, hey, check online when you could actually apply. So you go dre.ca.gov. So they changed it now. They ask you to give their license number. So the good news is on the application, if you look at it, they ask for your email address, right? Where's the application? Okay. So make sure you put the correct email address right here, okay? They're gonna email you and let you know what your license number will be. So what you do is you go back to the BRE website. Where did I put it? Where'd it go? Okay. Go e-licensing right here. This is online. This is where you schedule for your exams. This is where you print out your certificates. This is kind of your login portal. All you gotta do is just register, accept all this stuff. I don't know anybody that actually reads all this unless you're like a lawyer. So put in the license number that they send to you or exam ID. Put your social security, that's 4 digits, your birthday. Once you log in, that means you are registered. And then you just pick a date. There's gonna be a section that says schedule for real estate exam. Okay.
After they take the money, then you do that.
Yeah. Once you see that it withdraw from your account, give it a few days. It's not like right away. But after like 2-3 days, start every day, try and log in. All right. So once you log this in, there's gonna be a button that says take exam, and then there's gonna be a whole bunch of dates. Right now there's 0 dates because it's gonna say none available. But hopefully by the time you guys get everything done and the processes, hopefully they open up Oakland, and hopefully they open up more spots for you guys, because it really sucks right now. All right, so let's talk about studying. So these are all the study material that I gave you guys. So I'm gonna go over real quick my top 1 to study and the other ones that I think are good. And then the ones that I think if you really feel that you need more help, then do those because it's just tedious. So all of you guys should have this. We go to study material, which is right here. Okay. First off, I believe the CompuTrainer, which is the program, which again, the one you have to either bring your jump drive, send it to me and I'll send it back, or come to the office and meet me. It looks like this, CompuTrainer. Okay. It's an old system, but guess what? They never changed the test. It's always been the same. Real estate rules and regulations on the test still stay the same. So once you open this up, again, this doesn't work on Mac. So if you have a Mac, unfortunately, you're gonna have to borrow someone else's computer, okay? I actually do have a laptop that I let people borrow. One of my agents just returned it. I gotta find it. But if you really, really do need a laptop, then let me know, or you can come to the office. Why I like this so much is because 1, you have 6 master exams, and all of them have question answers, and these are some of them very similar to the state exam. So for something like this, you might not know the answer, and let's just say you guess A, and A is incorrect, right? The cool part is once you incorrectly hit it, there's explain. Now you can read it, and hopefully after you read this, now you understand it, and hopefully you now pick the correct answer, which would be C, right? So then you just keep doing this. Go to the next question, same thing. Now here's the cool part. Let's say you don't know what a life estate is. What is a life estate? You're reading this and you're like in the middle. I don't know what it is. The cool part is you go glossary. You could go L. Where's L right there? And then just look for life estate, right? Life estate. And then it'll tell you. So that's cool. So you get to learn while you're taking the test. You can't do that in a real test, right? So it'll reinforce a lot of the words that when you're doing the test, you're like, oh man, I don't know what that is. You learn it. Okay. This is not the best part. This is the best part about this. The best part is, let's exit this. You can simulate the actual exam. So if you click this button, it gives you 3 hours and 15 minutes. That's exactly what is going to happen when you go to the state exam. They give you 150 questions, exact same as the state exam. So when you answer this, guess what? They don't have to explain. It just goes next. It doesn't have whatever, okay? Once you I click this 150 times, I just want to show you real quick because, you know, you wish you could take the exam this fast, right? So, we just pick a lot of A's, and this is the best part about this. This is why I like it, okay? Once you finish all this, my score is 18%. About right? I just pick all A's. Do you want to repeat the questions? And so you could just go over all the ones you missed, but let's just put no. The reason I like this is look at the score. So on your score, it tells you what you did really good on, what you did poorly on, right? And now, oh man, I got 0 on mortgages. So go back and go to categories, and you study the things that you did really poorly on. So if you did really good on math, then don't study it. If you did really good on appraisals, don't study it. Study the things that you did poorly on. So this to me is like all in one package. As a glossary, you have to learn, you learn everything in one. And it's easy because digital. So I definitely say finish all these first before you even go to any other one. Now, what else is good to study? Okay. Going back to here. The book scans. I know a lot of you guys don't like reading. However, this is still really good. So if you look at this, remember I told you that there's going to be 7 subjects that you guys get tested on? Guess what? It's all 7 here. Property, law, valuation, finance, transfer, practice, contracts. These are exact same 7 subjects that's on that you're based on. Each of these will have all the key concepts that you need to learn, all the key terms you need to learn, and where to find those words at, and then tells you everything about what you need to do to pass the test. So I would definitely highly recommend reading this. This again is a $50, $60 book if you wanted to buy it on your own. Okay, I scanned it for you guys. All right, so you don't have to buy it. Okay, I like this one too, and this is something that I think if you really feel uncomfortable with what you learned, this will definitely help. Next is the Study Prep CD. This is probably easiest. So you don't need to really do much. You just listen. Like while you're in the car, if you commute, I would do this. While you are cooking, you can listen to this. Okay, so whenever time you have downtime, while working out, this actually is really good to fall asleep with because he is really bored. I'm like, here, I'll play like a quick clip for you. Very monotone guy. So you listen to him for like 45 minutes, you're gonna get bored, trust me. But it's important, okay? So hopefully you guys are interested in learning it. So he's gonna go over everything in practice as well, okay? And he explains things over and over for you that you can listen to. And there is a good amount here. So I believe it's like over an hour, like 2 hours worth of audio, all right? So that's pretty easy. Now, everything else, I would say, after you did the book scans, you listened to audio, and you did the CompuTrainer, you should be ready to take the test. That if you're one of those people that goes, I need more studying, I want to ace this, okay? All these are practice exams are here, okay? And as you guys see in the office here, I have this binder full and a few other binders full, which are all these scanned, okay? It's question and answers. But the problem is a lot of just question and answers like this, okay? I don't like this because it tells you the answers already. It kind of defeats the purpose. I would say right before your exam, since you study all these, you should be really good. Use this as your test. So maybe a week before, because this is a lot of questions. This is, I think, 700 questions. Do this. It takes you about a week, okay? But take this test. So actually, if you go look at, so let's see here. Let's show you a couple of things. So again, they give you some good tips, okay? And then of course, all the different, so this test taking strategies, I would definitely read this. It helps you out, okay? Where's all the outline? Here goes. So remember, the scan books I told you, these are the actual subjects and the actual percentages that you need to learn. So really definitely focus on the practice because that's a big portion of your test, okay? Now, and this is breaking everything down. So here, take this test, print it out if you want, and then all the answers are at the very end. So you go here. The good part is when you find out what the answer is, you actually get a explanation for it as well. Whereas the other one, you don't really get explanation. It just says you got it right, okay? But yeah, I believe, let me see how much questions are there at the end. It does have, why is there so much blank pages? 716 questions, okay? This is good practice. So like if you studied for 6 weeks already with the CompuTrainer and the book and listening to the audio, and then you apply for the test, it might be another 2 weeks before you take the test. You can continue to read and do all those, but a week before, just test yourself and see how much you know from this. You can break it up into 2 parts. You don't have to do it all at once. Just do the first half first, see how well you did. If you're getting like 80% plus, you guys are good to take the exam because you just need a 70% to pass the state exam. All right. If you're doing like, 65 to 70, I would study more just so you have that extra, boost and confidence to be able to pass the exam.
This is the test for somebody that I know.
Mhm.
They told me if somebody charges like $100 and they give you something like that.
Yeah.
you take the test.
This is actually one. Again, a lot of programs out there that you have to pay $100 and then they give you question and answers. This is the exact same thing. But again, I give it to you guys for free because I want you guys to pass and become an agent. That's our goal. If you went to an actual allied school, Chamberlain school, or any of those, they sell these to you guys. They want you to pay for everything. Okay. All right. And then of course, if the week 7, I went over this already. But if you want to look over again, you can. Or I'd rather just watch the video, right, instead of looking over. Other than that, you guys have any other questions? Again, these are more test question answers. And this is just 50 critical studying tips. So you want to look at some more tips, this will help you out with some tips. All right. So now you guys know how to apply for the exam. You guys know how to study for it. What happens when you guys pass? So hopefully you guys give me a call. Vince, I passed. Okay. That's when I kind of tell you next step. All right. If you want, come to the office and we'll do a quick presentation with you. I'm gonna do a very fast one with you guys right now. Kind of just give you an idea of what we offer. Okay. On my computer, it looks very different. I don't like it. I guess I'll based on that. Okay, so. Okay, so for us, we do real estate, mortgage, and insurance. And why? It is a very, very big industry. I think that's why a lot of people like real estate, because you can make a lot of money, right? A lot of people see millionaire listing agents on Bravo, I believe. But there's these young guys, they all make 7 figures, right? You see a lot of agents make good money in our area because luckily for you guys, we are in the best and highest paid area in almost all the world. Silicon Valley and San Francisco, very, very, very highly desirable properties. All $1.3 million is the average home in Santa Clara County. That's ridiculous. You sell one house here, equivalent to selling 6 or 7 houses, in the rest of the states, because it's average about $150,000 to $200,000 for a regular house. So for our jobs, when you sell 4 to 5 houses a year, you can potentially make 6-figure income already. Okay, so it's not hard. But then again, because there is so much money here, there's a lot of agents, and I'm gonna have to teach you guys how to set yourself apart. Okay, and we'll work together on finding what your USP would be, unique selling point. But why these industries? First off, I want to kind of share with you what made us add these 3 together. Real estate, you kind of know. We want to do real estate because that's kind of what everybody wants. Because one thing is I used to sell cars, it's very hard to sell cars because you want to buy a car, every dealership has the same car. There's really no difference. But with a house, every single house is unique, right? There's no other house that's just like that one because it's that corner is with those amenities. I mean, it could be similar, but it's not the exact same one. Okay. And another thing is, I never had to convince anybody to buy a house. Everybody I know wants to own a property. I mean, anybody here ever say, I want to rent for the rest of my life? I don't think so, right? Everybody wants to own their own home. So everybody is a potential buyer. You're not really having to convince anybody like selling life insurance, which is hard. So again, own real estate is American dream, very easy to sell. Average person purchases a house every 7 years, believe it or not. Either investment or they just sick of their old house and they just want a new one. People always want upgrade, okay? Now, mortgage and real estate goes hand in hand. That's why we do it. First off, if we have a client that goes, man, I gotta go get a loan. Can you help me? And if you work for Coldwell Banker, they're gonna say, no, we don't do loans here at Coldwell Banker. We only do real estate. Well, then they have to go send someone else. Here, you can have both licenses, earn both income, and get both commissions. That's a great thing, right? But if you don't want to do it, give it to your team member. And I'll share with you the secret about this because even though you give it to your team member, you get paid for it. And I love that multiple streams of income, and I love that what we call a passive income. You don't have to work and you get paid for it, okay? Not a lot of people can actually buy a house all cash. Everybody usually needs a loan. So whenever you get a real estate deal, typically you'll get a loan deal. And people usually refinance every 3 years. So you actually get, again, more consistent income. Especially right now with rates so low, everybody's refinancing, okay? Then why would we do insurance? There's two reasons why. One, when we help them buy this house, if you want to be a great agent, you're just not going to go, bye-bye, I'm not going to help you no more since you bought a house from me. I don't think you're going to buy a house for 7 years. That's it. What I'm going to teach you guys is continue to follow up, continue to make sure that they are, every time I have a schedule for you guys. Right when it closed, after a week, after they moved in, call them, check up on them, see, hey, any other problems that arise since you moved in? Did you already change all the addresses for your PG&E, electric, cable, and all that stuff? Help them out with that. Send them movers to help them move along with that. And then a month later, always just say, send them a nice thank you card, just check up on them and go, hey, in case you are interested, let me know if you have any friends or family that wants to buy and sell. Perfect time to build your business, okay? But in insurance, we want to make sure I'm not just selling your house and you lose it. I want to help you protect that house in case anything happens. So there's something called mortgage insurance, where if you lose your job, if you get handicapped, disabled, or one of you pass away, the whole mortgage is paid off. And that's very important, especially if you have kids. Like for me, I'm the breadwinner. If I, knock on wood, something happened to me, my wife has a huge mortgage and kids to feed. Well, I have two policies on myself where something happened to me, guess what? Mortgage paid off, kids' college funds taken care of. She has extra money for herself to take care of my family. So I did a great job on that. Whereas you want to help your clients do that too. Okay, you really need that, especially if you have kids. So, and when you buy real estate, you have to buy insurance regardless. So we help with what we call hazard insurance. So one deal, 3 paychecks. If you build the right team, you get 3 checks every time you close a deal. All right. So yeah, so when you do the real estate deal, you get the check. You don't have to do the loan. You just kind of give the loan to your loan officer. It has to be in your team. You get paid. Then you have a insurance officer in your team. You get paid. Okay. Or you can, if you are that great, you can do all 3. I would never do all 3. Okay. Even though right now I might dabble into mortgage a little bit because it's so hot, but insurance I just give to my sister. She takes care of it, and I get a fee because I am licensed. Okay. So you never really heard of ERS until you met us because we're not a nationwide company, but that's something that we want to do. We want to be big. Coldwell Banker, just let you know, if you read it up, they didn't open their second office until like 30 something plus years, like something crazy, like a lot of years later. I don't remember the exact amount, like 30 or 40 years later. We want to be able to grow within the next 10 years, okay? Especially when the market shifts, we're going to make sure that we grow fast. But how do we grow? We empower you with a system. I like the word system because it saves yourself time, energy, money. It's like a franchise. When you open a business, you want to open up your own restaurant, it's very difficult. There's a lot of money you have to spend. You don't know what to start. But if you open a McDonald's, the chance of you succeeding is very high, like any other franchise, right? What we give you guys is a very unique compensation plan because that's very important. If we are the same as Cole Banker, Keller Williams, we can't really hire agents because we have nothing special. But this is where we come and shine, that we allow our agents to become business owners, entrepreneurs, and also earn passive income, which is what's very important. And we're here to let you build a business, not just a career. And I'll be upfront with you guys. There's a reason why we came up with this, okay? So here's a story. My brother-in-law had a brokerage for 15, 20 years now. In the very beginning, we were a regular brokerage like Coldwell Banker. Most of the agents that he trained, guess what happened? He trained them very good. They go out, get their broker license. They became his competitor. And that's what happens to a lot of these brokers. So a lot of times the brokers don't want to train you that well because they're scared. Man, I train you too well. You're just going to leave us, right? So that's a big flaw. Because for me, I want to be able to train you guys so you guys are great agents to produce. Another thing is agents, sadly, there's no loyalty. So I'll be honest with you guys, and you guys could be honest with yourself. If I say, hey, I'm starting you at 70%, some other broker, they don't have you anyways. They're going to go, I'll give you 80. And then another broker goes, oh, you know what? I'll give you 90. Most agents go, I'm going to go with that 90% broker because there is no loyalty in this business, okay? So my brother-in-law thought of a way where, hey, let's be able to get our agents to be loyal. And I'll share with you how we got that to happen. Because one, again, you're not just an agent. If I work for Coldwell Banker, all they care about is me to produce, they get their cut. You bring in a friend that joins a business, you don't get anything from it. If you stop working for them, they just cut you loose because you don't produce, they let you go. You're just an agent, okay? You can never go past that. For us, we want to go, hey, we actually let you open up a ERS office and open up a franchise, no cost. We want to grow within though. You have to be a good agent with us. You have to be able to, of course, train and be seasoned, okay? You can't just, oh, I'm brand new, I want to open an office. Just because you have money doesn't work that way because we actually tried that before and it didn't work. A lot of people fail. So now we say you have to have a solid team, then you can open an office. And I actually will partner with you guys. So you want to open up Fremont, we don't have a Fremont office. You want to open up San Jose, I'll partner with you to open up San Jose office. I'll fund half the deal too, and we open up another branch. And now you have an actual business. And this business you own equity with. You actually can pass it down to your kids. It's something that you built. You're not just working for somebody. All right. So here's our 3x3 system. You can do real estate, you can do mortgage, you do insurance. Some of my agents don't like being real estate. It's like Chi, he loves loans. He just does loans, that's it. Well, he also does real estate on the side too, but some agents, like my sister, loves insurance, okay? Another reason I forgot to mention to you guys why my sister put insurance in here. Back in 2007, my sister and my brother-in-law lost almost everything. My brother-in-law, I'll give you a real life story. He owed more than $1 million because he had 3 projects. He was trying to build those retirement homes. I bet you guys know what happened in 2007, 8. It crashed. So he owed a ton of money. He lost his house that we lived in Oakland Hills at that time. He lost a lot of my friends' money, his friends' money, his family money, because we all dumped money into the project. I personally lost like $30,000, $40,000. That's a lot to me back then, okay? Well, what happened was all agents stopped being real estate agents because there's no money in it. But what kept them afloat was insurance. My sister did very, very well with insurance at that time. So 2009, 10, 11, she was just going back to business, doing, people always need to protect who they love. They always need insurance. People buying houses, they still need to buy insurance for their homes. Well, long story short, my brother-in-law took the money that my sister made with insurance, put it back into real estate, start flipping properties, which I'm going to share with you guys later. That's another big difference between us and a lot of other brokers. We're going to help you build your real estate portfolio also. And I'm going to share with you some of the big flips that my brother-in-law did that just amazes me. My flips are very small. I make maybe 30, 40, 50,000 on each flip. We're talking about, he made $500,000 on a flip. And we're going to share with you an example of that. Now, you can be agent. All of us, of course, here got a license to become an agent. Here's the cool part. some of you guys might think, I want to get my broker license. I want to actually hire agents. I want to build a team. Well, guess what? We're going to let you do that without even having to get your broker license, which is amazing. Because I'll tell you guys now, I didn't have to join my sister's brokerage. I could have opened up my own brokerage if I wanted to. Vince Track Realty, have my own name on there. Sounds good, right? But I didn't want to do it because for two reasons: liability, and I have to start everything from scratch. Here, I took the whole system, and I'll share with you what the system does, where I don't have to worry about anything. I just worry about closing deals and training my agents, okay? And of course, if you do want to, there's no glass ceiling. This what I'm trying to say is, if you want to be an owner, you want to have your own office, you can. We're not a company that will suppress you and says, we want you just only as our agent, because once you leave, we don't make money from you no more. Here, we do. All right. So agent, very simple. You can just produce. We have all the licensing programs for you to get your licensing. I'll show you that. We provide all the sales, marketing, productivity, and skills training. And for me, I like doing one-on-one trainings for a lot of my students. So any agents that go through my class, I teach you personally, okay? Hopefully you guys learn fast and can learn everything in one deal. I really try to be very detailed, because I'll be very honest with you on this end. I don't want to have 2, 3, 4, 5 deals with you guys, because in the reality is, for me to close a deal, I can write up a contract in 5 minutes. When I train someone to write a contract, it takes me 45 minutes to an hour. When I close a deal, it is a split deal, so you do have to pay half the deal because I'm doing a lot of the work. But you're earning while you're learning. So for me, I think it's wonderful that you get paid to learn, because you go college, you need to pay to learn. Here, I'm doing the whole deal for you, and you learn, you just split half the deal. But you think about this, I have to do a lot more work and I only make half the deal. I'd rather just close my own deal and I make full paycheck, right? So that's the reason why for me, it's not about trying to get the training sales. I actually rather not train you and have you use Chi or Dina or Raj, okay? But I'm available, because I don't want to say, hey, I already taught you as a student. I don't want to train you, because I think that's kind of mean. So I'll definitely do one deal with you. If you want more than one training sale, try someone else, because here's the tip. You might not like my style. My style is I always go above and beyond and try to do more than others, right? You might like Raj's style, or you might like Dina, where she's very social and makes friends with people, and she doesn't really talk about business. So everybody has their own style, and you can kind of take a little bit of everybody, and then you make your own style. That's kind of what I would suggest, right? So don't just learn from one person. That's what I'm trying to say. Learn from all my agents. Learn from everybody. Okay. Now here's the cool part. This is why I love this. It's because as a broker, you have to spend a lot of money to open up office. You have to spend a lot of time to create the training program. You have to spend a lot of time even hiring bookkeepers, doing contracts. All the administrative work all gets taken care of with the company, which I love. I don't have to send out 1099s. I don't have to file for taxes for all the agents at the end. It's all done automatically by the company. So I love this. What you do is just hire agents. I'm going to help train, but guess what? You guys are going to be, I can't train, let's say all 6 of us, 6 of you guys bring in 2 agents. I don't have the time to be able to train 12 agents after that, right? So I really need your help to be able to close your first deal, be good at a deal, and I want you guys to be the trainers for your agents, because they're gonna look up to you. The last thing I want to do is they join and then they go, I don't want you to train me, I want Vince to train me, because I'd rather them go look at you do the half deal with them, and that's leads for you guys as well. Okay. Here's the thing, you get a check from them from every transaction. It doesn't have to be you giving them the deal or they give you the deal. Once they're good, every time they close a deal, you will always get paid, because it's paid by a company profit sharing. So we do profit sharing, and we're not doing those network marketing companies. There's a lot of them out there that they do overrides, or they do stuff like that. We don't like overrides, because override meaning if you're at 50% and they're at 60%, you make that 10% difference. Guess what that does? That makes it where the 60% doesn't want that 50% to move up. So they're going to suppress it down, right? That doesn't make sense to us. So we like it where it's a win-win situation. As the agent produces more, they get a higher contract. We get paid less, you get paid less, but hopefully they close more deals. And I'll share with you guys a sample of how the pay structure goes. Last but not least, if you say, hey, I want to partner with ERS, I want to open my own office, we will help you do that. And all the owners, we're not competitors. We actually all help each other. That's the best part. So see, if you have a Toyota dealership, the Toyota dealership in San Jose is competing against the Toyota dealership in Sunnyvale, right? Here's not that way, because I'm gonna share with you how this works. And I love, this is where I love, and this is why I decide to not open up my own brokerage and do this. So back then we start 50%. So this is a very old, but just stick with me here. I'm gonna start you guys all 70%. So you guys all got a 20% bump already, okay? But let's just use this scenario for now. $10 commission payout, which is a very inexpensive home. That's equivalent to a condo, not even a condo, that's a $300 house. You can't find that around here. Even condos here are like 600,000, okay? So in our area, you could double all these numbers, but for conservative sake, easy to calculate, 10,000. If the agent that your agent, you close the deal, you done made 5,000, you've been happy, right? That's your first deal, you close 5,000. Well, what happens with the other 5,000? In most companies, the broker takes that money, end of story. Like Coldwell Banker, if they start you at 50%, you make your 5,000, they keep the 5,000. That's it. Nothing else happens. This is what the company does for us. So they take 20% for overhead. So from that 5,000, they take 1,000 and they give it to whoever the owner is. So I want you guys all to imagine you guys are the owner of this company. You open up your own ERS franchise. You get 1,000 from this deal. So if you take 1,000 out, that's 4,000 left. What do we do with that 4,000? We split it into two parts. One is our marketing side. Okay, that's the bigger side. The other side is the company profit sharing side. Okay, so let me explain this to you guys. It looks really confusing, but remember, the agent got all their money already. So this is not from the agent's pocket. This is what the company does to be able to take care of our agents. If you were a, I'm surprised you cannot see the my pointer. If you look at the team leader, if you were just new with the company, you build a team with us, you would have got $500. Again, you didn't show the house. You didn't have to do anything. Your agent did everything, and you would have got $500 for this deal. Imagine this was $1 million house. It would have been triple. You would have got $1,500. Okay. As you build a bigger team, and as your team produces more, you move up. So let's just say you're in the senior director level later on. Your new agent closes the deal. You'd have made $1,100. This again is passive. Now, if you look at the other side, the other 2,000, it goes to the owner and the corporate, because as an owner, I'm not here just to pay for my overhead. I want to make a profit sharing also. So as an owner, I would have got $2,000 from this deal. Now, if I do want to share the story of how they came up with this comp plan, because it's very, very unique, and I like the story behind it. If we were to open up a business, any business, let's say a restaurant. If me and you open a restaurant, what do we need to pay for? Well, of course, we sell everything. We sell everything, and at the end of the month, we made $10,000. We have to pay our employees. That's number one. Employees are our workers. We have to pay them. So that's what we do. We pay the agent out. So after we paid our workers, what else do we need to pay for? Let's pay for the rent and the electricity and cable and whatever. That is the overhead, right? Now, what else do we need to pay for as a business? Marketing. Guess what? We don't buy ads. We don't do Yelp. We're going to pay you as agents, as our marketers. We wouldn't have that agent if it wasn't for you. So we believe you deserve something, right? So we pay our marketing. What is left? The company splits with us. That's why there's no franchise fee, because they get money. They get, honestly, them getting $1,000 for as a corporation. I want you to think about this. For most multi-level marketing out there, because I've been in them before, and I that's not my thing. I don't like it. I don't want to pay to join. That's number one. There's no fee to join. Okay. Whenever they make a sale, usually you make a $100 sale, you get like a $5 commission. Even in insurance, you do a $2,000 sale, they usually give you 25, 30%. That's very low. Here we start 70%. If you really think about it, the company only makes 10% of a transaction, which is very little for giving all the support, all the administrative, and the whole business model. Okay. I do want to share this because what if your agents move up? Because you think, oh, it doesn't matter. If you're still at 50% and the agent move up to 70%, guess what? Everything else goes down. So the profit shares goes down 3,000 only, the same pie. Overhead goes to 600. You guys as agents, as a builder, still make money. The company still make money. So it doesn't matter to us that we reward our agents because they produce more. You could get a higher contract. The thing is, everybody gets cut evenly. The reason why I emphasize this is because I know a lot of other companies, no matter what, the company always make a big share. And I don't want to name names, but a lot of these big insurance companies, they make a big share. And whenever an agent moves up, they go into the cut of the managers. So for here, we all, when we get pay cut, everybody gets a pay cut. So it's fair. We try to make it as fair as possible, right? And you guys, this is recorded, so you guys don't have to write this down, right? So here's the thing, and this is the reason why we're doing all this anyways. We know a lot of agents out there are going to struggle. This is the sad part. I'm going to tell you the sad truth. You see a lot of old agents now, like agents that are still in the 60s, still selling houses. It's because they have a job, they have a career. I don't want to be selling houses when I'm 60. I want to be retired in, in like the next 5-10 years. By doing that, you have to have a business. You have to have passive income. You have to have, multiple streams of income. And we're giving you multiple streams of income. You make money from real estate. You make money from loans. You make money from insurance. You can make money from your team, right? And we don't force you to do it. That's the best part. If you're like one of my agents, she's a top producer. She doesn't like recruiting. I don't even call it recruiting because I don't like that word. You're hiring people because this is an actual business. You have to get licensed for it. If you choose to just do sales, you can make a good income ready. This is just extra. I just don't want to be in one of those companies where you have to bring people in, like they force you to. And if you don't, your business dies. That's not something we want. That's not something I believe in, right? And nothing wrong with those companies. Those are great companies because a lot of them, they make really good money. It's just that for me, I want to focus on just helping people. Here's the sad thing, okay? 100 people that reach retirement, 98 are either dead or dead broke, okay? That's a sad story, but 58%, they depend on people. Right now, I have to take care of both my parents, so I don't want to be that burden for my kids. I want to be able to make enough where my kids can do whatever they want and they don't have to worry about money. I don't want them to go, hey, I got into Stanford, but I can't afford to pay for it, right? That's not something I want to happen. Of course, I can't really see it, 25% that are dead. So one thing about this is a lesson. Please make sure you take care of your health. I mean, this is very important. Here is like, we care about making money, but the thing is, you still also really need to take care of your health, okay? Hopefully you guys are healthy. 15%, they need to be on a job still. Like, it's so sad that all these people that are in retirement age, they still need to work. Honestly, like 65, I better not be working. All right, I want to be working because I want to. So I'll still probably do real estate. I'll probably do investments, but I don't have to be like a 9-to-5. But I see people at Walmart, and again, nothing wrong with it. 72-year-old checking receipts. That to me is super sad. We're in the richest country in the world, and people still need work when they're retired. Out of 2% financially secured, one is very well off, and of course, one is just filthy rich. But 80% of those 2%ers are business owners. So here, I'm trying to teach you guys to become business owners and think about making money multiple ways, not worrying about only one way. Because a lot of people, they just have a job. They lose their job, what happens? They have zero income. For me, if real estate tanks, it's okay. I still have my investments. I still have insurance I can fall back. I still have loans I can fall back. I still have agents that produce, even if I don't produce, right? It took me 13 years to build this. For you guys, this is going to take you a lot less. It took my brother-in-law 20-something years. For you guys, with the system, you can build a bigger agency than me in short 2-3 years if you want it, if you really wanted to, okay? Now, I want you guys to think about something. Remember I told you guys as an owner, we help each other? So let me give you some examples. So as a company, we help you with processing, we help you with all the marketing, we help you with licensing and training, support, and auditing with your accounting. As a business owner, you don't have to do any of that. So Oakland office, San Francisco office, Milpitas office, which is my office, I'm gonna help you. Why? So I want to share with you something. If I had an agent, let's say Manpreet, you live in where right now? Fremont. Okay, you open at Fremont office. If I had an agent lives in Fremont, I'm not gonna say come to my office because there's an office right next to them. So go to Manpreet's office. Okay, Manpreet, will you help my agent? Yes. Why? Because you get paid at the overhead branch $1,000. You get paid company profit sharing $1,000. So you for sure you love me for bringing my agent there. For me, I don't mind because even though Manpreet, you do all the work and train my agents, I still get paid on the builder side because I brought the agent in. Forever, I will get paid every time he closes a deal. And for me, I get $1,300 every single deal that he does with you. I don't mind plugging my agent to your office now. And that's the best part. You have an agent in San Diego, plug into Benji's office. Every time he closes a deal, you get paid now. Sacramento office is Kevin's. Every time you have an agent there, they close a deal, you get paid, and you don't have to do any work. I love that idea. Chi is one of my great producers. I wasn't the one that brought him in. Andrew from LA brought him in, and he's closing deals every single month, and I get paid off every deal. Okay. We help each other. Yes. The bigger your team and by production. So I have on the slide I gave you guys that day, I had the guidelines. So as a team leader, we want you at least have three people. Once you move up, oh, okay. Here's the best part about moving up. We try to make it where you guys help your teammates, and you're not just putting everybody on yourself. For me to become a director level, I have to build up my team members to have at least 3 managers. So now you have to help your people. So a lot of times for me, if you're a hard worker and you do produce, whenever I hire people, like you guys are students of mine and it's direct under me, I will sometimes put other people below you to move you up so you can move up. It gets kind of confusing. I will go more in detail when you become our agent. But it's not hard, and we do have to help each other. It's one of those systems where I pull you up, you push me up. It's not just, hey, I'm gonna keep everybody down. We thought of every aspect, what can help with this business. And remember I told you guys most agents aren't loyal? Well, I want you guys to think of something now. If you are 80% agent, but you have 5 people under you, every month they close deals and you make 1,000 from each of these agents. If another broker comes to you, I'll give you 90%. Most agents won't leave anymore because they lose the passive income. So now we retain our agents. You retain your team. Your team's not going to want to just go anywhere unless they just don't make money here. But to me, if they're not making money, it's because they're not working hard enough. Because we give all the support. You can ask Min. Min is someone that Yen just brought in. He loved the training. I really did hands-on training and show him everything. So again, you have to go out there and market. You have to do the work. And I'm gonna give you guys your success blueprint, but you guys still have to do the work. Okay. So I really like that we help each other as business owners. So when you do open up Fremont, so if you want to open up San Jose, I will help you guys. Okay. And here's the thing, there's no franchise fee right now. In the future, we might. Once we're a big name like Keller Williams, guess what? Your business that you own is worth money now because we can sell it. Because we're going to start charging for franchise. Right now, we want to expand. We want to grow as fast as possible. So we're making it free. Okay. Like for me, I wish I'd started Google 20 years ago when they were in the garage. Because anybody that started in the first 100, they're all multi-millionaires. Well, I wish I started in a lot of these big companies when it's infant. Just like you guys know, we're very infant. We only have a handful of offices. We're not known yet. I would say it takes another 10 to 15 years, but I'm okay with investing 10 to 15 years to be able to say I can retire like indefinitely. I wouldn't have to ever worry about money, right? You build a team because you have a special comp plan. It's not like anybody else. No other real estate company has this. Even like, I know Keller Williams has something similar. They do pay your agents. There's like a few $100. We're giving thousands away, okay? Untapped, huge potential, and we're hybrid. So we took all the good things about the traditional, whereas a lot of training, high pay, we also took the multi-level concepts. We're not a multi-level marketing company. I want to make sure you guys know that. Don't charge you guys to join. There's no sign-up fee. There's no mandatory recruiting or mandatory meetings that you have to attend. It's up to you if you want to. Okay. And I mean, this is just income to potential. So you close one real estate deal or one loan, you can make 10,000 very easily here. So you do 10 deals a year. I'm sorry, 1 deal a month. That's $120,000 annual income. Okay. And again, 10,000 is a very small paycheck. Most of the time, you're looking at $15,000, $20,000, $25,000. If you had 10 good agents that are closing 10 deals, so you find 10 of these good agents, you could potentially make 6-figure income just that alone. Okay. For me, I believe you guys should do both. Be an agent while building your team. Okay. And of course, owner, you have a lot more potential. You make a lot. So for me, every team member I have, I get paid on the builder side and owner side. Right. I just want to share with you kind of just the potential. Again, this is not normal. This is, you have to work your butt off. Okay. I would say it might take you 3 to 4 years to get to this point, but is it worth it to you? Only you could answer that. Okay. And to be honest, it's really not about money. Yes, money is important, but honestly, I always give you this example. If I gave you $1 billion, you could say you're a billionaire, but I put it in a box, you can't touch it, you can't use it. Would you even want it? No. You want what money can do for you. That's what you care about. So, you know, you want to be able to go get your dream home, right? You want to be able to help your family and have time. That's the main thing I'm doing this. I want to have time so I can watch my kids grow. My dad worked so hard. I never got to see my dad when I grew up. I want to make sure I'm not going to do that. So like I took 2 years off when my son was born and I hardly worked. I still work, but I spent a lot of time just taking care of my kids, and I was able to because of the real estate investments and this office, right? You can retire, because when I retire, I don't want to have to penny pinch and worry about money. I want to be able to retire and do anything I want. I love traveling the world. So again, I travel all the time, and you know, you can do good costs. So it's not just about making money and whatnot. Like my wife, every time we go to Vietnam, she does a lot of charity over there. Okay. It's just freedom. That's why you want it. So the only way you're gonna have this freedom is if you have a good sized team, they're making you money every single month. You could choose to work or not work, and it's up to you. That's kind of the presentation. There's a quote that I really like that's on my other presentation, is not on this one, but it's, if you don't, oh man, I'm trying to remember now. If you're not if you're working for somebody, no, if you're not working for yourself to build your own dream, you're working to build someone else's dream. So if you're working for a company right now, guess what? You're making that owner really, really rich. You're not gonna get rich off working for most companies. I don't want to say all, but like if you're, you know, you get stock options like Apple or Tesla, you're doing okay, right? But to even get there is very rare. You really have to start your own business and work for yourself to be able to get in a position where you don't have to work. All right. But that's kind of my presentation. Sorry, I kind of went overboard. Oh, it's still 7:45 now. Do you guys have any questions on, you know, what we have to offer? No questions? Really?
Not for the time being.
Okay. Once you get your license in Quinn, I can answer all the stuff, and I can go more in depth with everything. Just a quick overview. Of course, there's a lot of much good stuff, like all the training materials I have. Oh man, here's just a quick glimpse. Just a quick glimpse for you guys. Just my education section. I give this to only my agents, so I can't give it to you guys right now. I have tons of audiobooks. I have articles. I have this. Lars Hedenberg is only for people that wants to open up their own brokerage. This guy, this is a $2,000 system that we paid for. It teaches you how to automate your whole brokerage. He does 140 transactions every year. And he says he works very, very little because everything's all automated and he has a ton of agents working for him. You want to learn how to build your own office? This is what you're going to do. You want to learn flipping? I have 6-figure flipper. A to Z, how to do a whole flip. Okay. I love reading. I love learning. So I have a lot of ebooks. Where's my ebooks? Ebooks, and then I have audiobooks too. So all my audiobooks, this right here, T. Cliff Archer, I'm not sure if you guys know him, Millionaire Mindset. This is 6 gigs worth of audio, just entrepreneurship, just mindset training, not just to learn real estate, just for business in general. Anthony Robbins, everybody know Anthony Robbins, right? He's super famous. I went to a seminar, and of course I bought the system too. I walked on fire and I burned my foot, but it's amazing. I would still recommend people to go check him out, especially while he's still alive and still doing it. It's amazing. I love Anthony Robbins. Okay. When you go into the real estate side, so I have all the training for you guys when it goes to real estate. So of course, marketing stuff, insurance, mortgage, but real estate. You want to learn how to do listing? I have a whole listing folder with the whole checklist. How to do presentation, how to do the marketing, how to open house, all the flyers. You want to learn how to do a buyer? I have all your buyer resource here. I have a buyer handbook that you give to your clients. Everything's all set in here already. So I'll give you an example. Like, what do I need to do with a buyer? I have a whole checklist for this. You just open this up. What happened to it? And I walked you through pre-screening for them. You just go how to do a showing appointment. What you do once you find the property. Everything's all checklist, and then I work with you guys on each section as we go. Of course, again, I do the first deal with you guys. But everything's all organized already for you guys. And once you join, of course, that's when I give you this to you guys. This is a really, really useful, oops, where'd it go? This is really useful too, because I always get clients ask, hey, how much would my payments be on something, right? So this will actually give you a, you just put in the price, you put in the down payment, you put in the interest rate. It shoots out what your mortgage would be, what your insurance would be, what your taxes would be, what your home payment would be. And if you do own a home, I will show you something really cool. If you do own a home, I'll do this with you guys. Right now, this will show you paying off a house in 30 years, right? But what happens if you just put an extra $100 into your payment? And let's say a $500 loan. No one has this low below. Download it. See. So we are here to always help our clients too. We're not just saying, hey client, once I sold your house, that's it. You want to keep following them and helping them. I teach them how to pay off their house faster. So if they have a $500 loan, it's gonna take them, and I just want to share something crazy with you guys. It's at 6%. That's kind of high. Let's just go 4%. 4% is kind of a more of a medium. This 2-3% is not gonna last long. Just let you guys know, okay? Okay, 4%. In 30 years, 24 years, 28 years. Just show you something interesting. You pay it off, zero owed. Look at how much interest you have paid. $359,000 worth of interest you would have paid if you paid the mortgage for 30 years. So remember that number, 359. That's a lot. Just by putting one extra $100 a month. Just extra $100 a month. Let's look at the break-even time now. Oh, sorry. You get zero at year 27. So you knock off almost 3 years of payments. That's a lot. 3 years of $2,300 is a lot. But look at the interest rate. You would have did only $328,000 of interest just by putting $100 more. Okay, and the better way to do it is instead of doing $100, you know how a lot of people they get the tax returns every year. What I recommend my clients is say, once you get the tax return, don't spend it. Take that tax return, dump it back into your mortgage. So sometimes it's like what you get $2,000 tax return. Check this out. If you do that, oops, what just happened? Oh, okay, no wonder. Oh, sorry. Yep, I see it. So take that out and just do 2,000 here. Just by putting your tax returns, once you get your tax returns, you actually knock off to another whole year, and your interest goes down to only $313,000. So you knock off almost $40,000. $40,000 just by paying one extra payment of your tax return. So that's up to you. $40,000 to me, I think I'd rather use that and reinvest it, right? This is a really cool calculator that you can do all this with, and you can play around with your clients and say, hey, what if I paid extra $200? What would happen? And you do this with your client, right? You get all this too. So, other than that, you guys are free to go. I will end it here, and you guys can watch this at your earliest time if you want to.
This is the last time.
It is. It's the last class. It's already 8 weeks. So if you guys want, we can take a shot. Anyone want to take a shot? If not, I save my liver. My liver will be happy. You don't mind? All right, so let me end it here first, real quick. So again, October, we're gonna do this class again. First weekend of October. If you guys want to come back. Stop share.
Should we let you know now or just send you an email if we want to do the class that weekend?
You can let me know now, or well, I'll send you guys all a reminder at that time anyways.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
okay, sounds good.
Thank you, Vince.
You're welcome.